At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Cut out left. Galloping inside the 40. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Raheem Morris keeping his offense out there. They're going for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out.
Falcons 6, Steelers nothing. Bradley
Could have been
Jenkins
7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Back north. Blue 58. 10-30.
Rodgers from the gun. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Now the cut by Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Green 18. Jump out!
From the red zone now. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and goal, Warren. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
258! Gun!
Back to Warren. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers find an answer with their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Chris Boswell became
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's D. Alford. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-6 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. To the air, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. So he'll get some extra help with that return, and after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
18! Hey, tick back north. Jump out!
Rodgers will look to throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Well, they had a look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Cousins, a quick throw, complete. And they'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third down, they need 7. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They're going for this. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10, 34-yard line.
First down throw for Cousins. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers get the football back with Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
158.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of... That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
First and 10.
And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock, all thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Ready. Takes the handoff, now low. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing his love on third. Pass brought in by Watson. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And a couple of teammates combining there for this. Stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
There we go.
Smith start with a throw here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
3rd and long for him here. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Smith. Into traffic. Complete. And this is taken ahead to the 42. That is stopped by Alex Highsmith.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And again, it's Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, it's Smith to the air. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Raiders 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Smith's going to throw again. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Motion man left is Lockett. Play fake. Here's Smith. Lays out left side and gets it.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Smith will go on fourth down. He connects downfield. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and goal, Raiders.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. And you just get the play off. And he's going down. They said no to that shorter field goal, partner. Rolled the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're hoping to convert here on second and goal. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the second. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Box it.
Rodgers from the gun. He's going deep. He's got it at the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mostert on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, take 26.
To the air on 1st down. Rogers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Take 20, 58. Hey, take 26.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. He just did.
And as they're holding up, they're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Easy. Back north. Inside. Yeah, this.
On 4th down, it's Rogers. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Those defenders, it might be a while before they get another chance like that again. What an incredible opportunity to hand their offense field position inside the red zone, while yet getting another shot of momentum themselves.
That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Smith. Escapes the pocket. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
53, 53. Ready.
Jesse. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, third and goal.
Run line. Green Anderson. Middle, middle. 13X, 13X.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, defensively, when you're staring down third and goal, you just want to keep them out of the end zone. Just keep them to a field goal, right? Wrong. Not with this defense and not with their playmakers. They're thinking take it away, and they get the job done.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Now Rodgers. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in two. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Rodgers going to throw on first. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
26. 18. 26.
Now on second and 10 now, Rodgers dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. He has the first over the middle. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dylan Laube on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Genty on second. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kyle Duggar holding down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, here we go, Sunday, Sunday. Finish up.
Here's Smith. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for this. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Get 300. Get 300. 319. Hey, 88. 88. 88.
Rodgers will look to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And taken down right along the 30. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. 2nd down now, they need 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, 88. 88. 88. What? Yeah, this. Yeah, this. Back north. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Johnson with a return here. And this manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
319. Come out. Inside.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it back at the 42.
By the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he... Picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
On first down, here's Smith. Brought in by his back here, it's Shenzi. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Blitz coming for Smith. Locates Luckin along that sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, it's the clip.
Smith on first down. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. It's Genty underneath. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319. Inside. Jim. Yeah, live. 150.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
319. Hey, 88. Inside.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Go to 50.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Plant. Hey, 88.
They'll throw again. Rogers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
No. Yeah, there. 319. Go to 50. 50.
Again, Rogers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No. 50. Back, no. Get 300. Get 300. 319.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mostert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Another give here to Jency. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Raiders in range for a game-winning score. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here he is to throw. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's first and 10. Give up the guts. It's Genty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's second and 13. Back to Genty. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. And drawn up for him. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. In motion, Naylor. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Green 18. Green 18.
2nd down, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Green 18. Green 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Teams practice this every single day. It's just scramble drill, and there's just basic rules once the quarterback breaks contain. If you're deep, work back to the quarterback. If you're short, go deep. And just make sure everybody works their way in phase in the same direction as the quarterback.
Looking free downfield, it's Thielen. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jump out. 26. No. 258. Strong back. Inside.
Again, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the markers.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and inches.
Green 18. Plant. Gun. Green 18.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ty Felton now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Now he'll run it. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Now he'll work his way out right. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings
working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He let this go deep for Jefferson.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Second and 10. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. the middle. Here's Jones. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On third down, here's Jones.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. That's taken in. Down the sideline. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 42 yards.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A run. It's Jones. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
He was taken down.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll put Addison in motion. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get 300! Get 300!
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So Maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
At the 17-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will take a 14-6 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Price now to return it. They'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Out to his right. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Going up top. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Will Weichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
Hey, 88.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And these guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you could bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Okay, great.
In motion, Naylor. McCarthy to the air on second down. And that ball is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it's going to be third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2. They'll put Addison in motion.
Two-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down for Aaron. That'll be complete to Gainwell.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Good for a Steelers.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Over. Jim! Go to 50.
On third down, Rodgers. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be second down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. Now it's going to be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
The Vikings first down.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. on EA Sports. A first down throw from Rodgers. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll look underneath here for Jones. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. Slot man in motion right. He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
Inside, 319.
Rodgers on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
50. Hey, 88. Jump out. Yeah, this.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 3.
158. Get 300. Get this. Take 30. Inside. 150. Plant. Zoom. 26. Screen 18.
From the gun. Drop. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 23.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Left side here. Caught by Addison. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here we go, set. 19 wide.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll put Addison in motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air once more is McCarthy. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Forced to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So here it is, fourth down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Here's first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
319!
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
319!
Once again, it's Warren. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
It's second and inches.
319! Jim!
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh. Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Mike
Pittsburgh.
Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, here's Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there. For Baltimore, 42 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Moving to his right. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
No, we changed it.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Henry. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
Jackson now on second down. Plus, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdowns, Baltimore. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now Gainwell. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6.
258, 26, gas 300, gas 300. Jump out. Hey, 626.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Calvin Austin, touchdown Steelers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
No, we changed it. 180. Ready, shot. You.
Back to throw. Jackson exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Ball carrier. TJ Watt there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Steelers'
From the 41.
line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. Oh, this pass rush dials in right now. They get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
No.
Hopkins sent in motion. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter.
On
fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First down for Aaron. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Get 300! Get 300!
Second down, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
One final throw before the break. That'll be complete to Gainwell. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll find his big target and fire. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
258! 26!
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Hey, take 20. Here, Mike. Take 30. Slant. Slip it in.
Third and long for Rodgers. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Forward. Hey, ready? And a shot. 13.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
The shotgun. Here's Jackson. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. From the gun, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Design run here with Jackson. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
Jackson going to keep this one himself, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers on first down. wide to Warren. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. A gain there of 27 yards.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Here's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 31, here is second and 8.
Go to 50. Zone.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
Open space inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal. Here is first and goal.
Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike, get 300. Get 300.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Plant. 58. Hey, 88.
They'll drop to throw. Metcalf left side. He's got it.
Pass complete to DK Metcalf. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. Second down and goal.
Green 18. Green 18.
Warren. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down.
Green 18. Easy. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Go to 50. Green 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense, and the kick's in the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
DC ready?
They'll come up for first and 10. Now, Jackson. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Jackson now on second down. There he goes again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's second down.
Yo.
On play action, here's Jackson. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down. Here's 1st and 10.
30. 318. Get 300. Get 300. Back north. Hey, take 26. 250.
From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Lawrence. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Now it's 2nd and 1.
50. Back north. Right on it. 88. 88. Inside. 150. Stay right.
Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get it! 319! Yeah, good. Take 30!
Rodgers now. He'll get this one to the safety valve, complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 yards.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to win the game. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.